All right, time to warm up my aim. One tap. Well, today we are going to go through something people have asked me quite a bit while I'm streaming, is how to control your gun, how to have better aim and recoil in general. We're going to take you through some aim drills and just kind of talk about recoil in general. So one big thing is I suggest going to the shooting range, right? So the biggest thing about recoil is look at the gun, look at the recoil pattern. You can see that it goes off to the right. Slightly, it goes like this kind of a route. That means you need to pull the opposite way, so down to the left, not just straight down, because you are going to go to the right. You're going to get that a little bit of horizontal. You want to go slightly down to the left. So if I just pull straight down, here's how it feels. And sometimes I kind of skew off to the right, like you saw that. So when we go down to the left, it becomes a beam. It really is that simple. Let's do a harder gun, like let's say Buck C8. So again, you just check the recoil pattern. It looks like there's a horizontal left and right a little bit more, so it is going to be a little bit harder. So you do have to, you go down, but you do have to adapt as you go. You have to be ready to go either way when you're pulling down. And it's pretty simple stuff. Like, I know this sounds like kind of brain dead, but it really is relatively simple. As long as you look at the recoil patterns, you'll be able to get the hang of it, I believe, pretty quickly. So this is going to the left like this. So I need to go down to the right with the F2. And every gun's going to be slightly different. You gotta pull down pretty fast though, but the recoil horizontally isn't super wide. It's just going like this. So I don't use the F2 nearly as much. It does have a lot of vertical kick. Like that. Alright, what's another gun that's kind of hard to use? Hibana sometimes, because you can see the pattern does. I mean, this is... Hibana's Type 89 is pretty stable, just vertical recoil, but then sometimes it does go out to like here on a shot. So with Hibana's gun, you do have to be wary of that crazy kick. Most of the time, it is going to be a beam like that, but occasionally you will see a bullet like that you saw up there, where it just kicks wide out, and you just have to be ready to recover it. Otherwise, stable gun. I mean, I feel like that's it for in terms of like guns that are hard to control. Like here's the MP5, mostly just vertical. Full auto, sometimes it goes horizontally to the right a little bit more. But otherwise, relatively stable. I mean, that's basically it in terms of controlling your recoil. I mean, you just kind of look at the recoil pattern and you just, you know, you kind of can guesstimate how you need to pull it, and just actually think about it when you're shooting your gun. So here's just a really quick aim drill. I mean, you guys can see that. Just a really quick aim drill. Not really about recoil here. This is about just getting your crosshair on point. You won't usually go for one taps like this, but it will help with your just general crosshair placement and getting your gun in the right spot. We're gonna work on the next drill after this. Wow, that was bad. The thing about this, to me, it's not really about how many you shoot. It's about like being fairly accurate. And then when you feel like you're accurate, start trying to go a little bit faster and try to bring that accuracy back to increase your speed. And this is probably the best drill I can think of terms of controlling recoil is like real-time practice. Targets on the first floor. And this drill. Just work on controlling that recoil as you run around with your crosshair up. Hello. Goodbye. That's you, actually. It will help you learn defender locations where they could potentially be. Oh my god. That was bad. On the first floor, they gotta be in your kitchen. And if you don't really know where they're at, you can press tab and get a quick ping on where the guy's at, so you never really feel like you have to spend too long looking for them. So 11 in the basement. Working on the cross replacement as you go down. Get another shots off. You just work on the recoil while you're running around in the target drill and warm up. And again, press tab if you are looking where they're at. There's a wall hacks there, but you know, if you feel like you're mostly done with the drill, you just press that tab and you can find the last few enemies. So you can just wrap it up. Alright, in summary, the best way to figure out recoil and how to manage your recoil is just glance at the recoil pattern, go to the shooting range, empty a couple mags, and you'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. And just for general crosshair placement and aim awareness, just go to the map training and kind of work on maneuvering around the map and having your gun up. Because a lot of times I'll see people saying, I need to work on my aim, SenVale, and I'll watch them play. And they're dying while they're like walking around a corner like this and having to aim at an enemy. Your reaction speed is going to be so slow if you have to aim in prior to being aimed in like this. Like, let's say I'm swinging this door, right? Where should my crosshair be? It shouldn't be here if I'm swinging, because by the time I see them, I'm going to have to flick at them, right? If I'm waiting for someone to peek me, my crosshair placement here is fine because I'm going to be able to see them and react. But if I'm the one doing the swinging, I have my crosshair farther out. So when I swing out, I'll be able to react to them as I see them. So let's say I'm trying to shoot that pillar, right? If my crosshair's here, right? I have to flick to it. If my crosshair's further out, I'll be able to kill them the second I see it, giving my reaction speed a little bit of time to catch up. And that's all about how to control recoil today. Again, pretty simple stuff. Really easy to talk about, but basically every gun in Siege is pretty generous in terms of the recoil. You can kind of get away with whatever you want to use. You just have to work at it and get used to it, and then eventually it'll be fine. Some guns are harder than others. Like, let's say, I mean, let's throw out the hardball. Let's do LS Scorpion. It has a lot of horizontal to the left, so that means I go down to the right. Not a gun I'm normally accustomed to using, but every gun can be used with enough trial and effort. So SMG-12. Okay, this is definitely a down to the right situation. Sometimes it kicks to the right.
Direct personnel material operational staff office.
Actually doesn't have as much vertical as you'd think. But the horizontal, I mean, you saw it there, is wild. If you're not really sure about how the gun feels, just do this and don't control it at all. So you can see as we spray out, we definitely need to pull it down to the right, mostly. But it does like to go to the left.
Remember, Remember, it's not always about quantity.
Oh, weird. Taps out at a certain point. All right, guys. And that's it today on how to control recoil. Again, the TLDR is practice the gun. Look at the recoil pattern. Really think about how you need to have your hand maneuver around. Do I need to pull it slide down to the right? Do I need to pull it fast down? Do I need to pull it fast to the left? Etc. Look at the recoil pattern. Make sure you can flick to the target when needed. Work on your crosshair placement and map at the endless drill. And your aim ability will increase, and you'll get better at the game overall. So, at the end of the day, you do need to be able to aim your gun straight and hit your shot. So, all right, guys, make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, leave a like down below for more. Let me know what video you guys want to see next time. We're going to be doing a lot of tips and trips in here. So, you know, make sure to sub. Peace out, guys. Until next time.